I don't even have a good segue. I was really hoping you guys were going to say something. I was going to set it up, but a
Oh.
whale of a tale came to light this last week. Where
You should have seen what this bitch swallowed.
yes, a humpback whale swallowed a Cape Cod fisherman.
It's about goddamn time.
I heard it was that he really hates that Gordon's fisherman guy. And he was looking to get revenge.
I thought he was a diver.
Oh yeah, he was. He was diving for lobstermen. He's the lobsterman. He was diving for lobsters.
Can I just say the best thing about this article is that there's a skeptical ER doctor. The emergency room doctor is going,
Yep, there was. That's the second article I had pulled up. I pulled up two. One was the initial story. The second one was the skeptical doctor saying, "Hey, this guy was not injured enough to be swallowed by a whale."
Yeah, let me just say, how the fuck would you know that? Do you get a lot of whale swallows?
Yeah, I mean,
you're an ER doctor. You remove things from people's assholes.
Yeah, let's not over glamorize it. So let's just unpack this one thing at a time. This guy was a lobster diver, right? What the fuck is that? Okay.
They're artisanal hand-picked lobsters, my friends.
So this guy's swimming down in the ocean to pick up lobsters with his bare hands. Let's just say he's getting a good market price of $10 a lobster on the dock, okay? He's got two hands. He's picking up two lobsters, maybe three, right, if he's ambitious and trying to, like, juggle the three of them as he returns to his vessel. Let's say this is $20 to $30 a dive, okay? How the fuck does that really make sense? I mean, how many lobsters do you successfully catch by hand through the course of the day?
How do you carry them while you're swimming around, too?
I have no idea.
I imagine he has some kind of pack, and like I just have this vision of this guy. He grabs it and just like throws it over his shoulder and hopes it lands in the pen. And
like the lobster's like clamping at his nuts as he's swimming around. Like I gotta tell you, it's a hard, honest day's pay. Is what it is.
Being a lobster diver is the least believable thing about this whole story.
That's what I'm saying. You had me at you take a boat out and go catch lobsters with your hand. Do you know that there's a thing? It's an unbelievable invention. It was called the lobster trap. And you just simply put it in the water and the lobsters get into that and you pull it up. Seems way more effective than catching them by hand. But so I'll go with the guys. This guy's an Aquaman over here catching lobsters by his hands. So then, as he's doing this, along comes a whale. And at no point do you think, holy shit, that's a whale. It seems to be swimming towards me. Its fucking mouth is open. I am now in the whale. At what point does it go through your head that you think, no one's ever going to fucking believe this shit? I am in a whale right now.
Nick says, Moby Dick is real, just lacking the boat. Hey, Jason, off topic, but he says GW and Pierre should pose for the next Pierre calendar. I agree. I've actually been thinking about we need to shoot a Drunken Under Quarantine show calendar for next year. Really help the production quality for season 3.
The guy says, nope, I don't have a lobster trap and I don't have a boat. I swim out and I catch a lobster. And then I swim back to shore, and I put it in a bucket and swim back out.
Hopefully no one steals a bucket.
Oh, this makes it even worse for this poor guy. Nick, who lives in Vermont, a landlocked state, says, I have a lobster trap as a coffee table. Which means that this poor asshole is out there catching lobsters with his hands while Nick has a perfectly good lobster trap holding up a beer while he's watching the show.
It's holding my Budweiser right now.
So this lobster diver looks at a lobster pot and says, what do you want me to do with that coffee table? I'm not Although, I'm sorry, this is an inadvertent callback. When I lived in Utica, New York, I had moved from coastal New England. I felt nostalgic, so I did bring lobster pots, and I stained them, and I put glass on them for coffee tables. So
I love the fact that he's like, you can have this if you want. What am I supposed to do with your coffee table, dumbass?
So they say fisherman Michael Packard was looking for lobsters near Provincetown and Cape Cod. He decided to dive into the ocean to see if his lobster traps would work. Oh, so I guess he did have lobster traps, but he's going down to harvest them by hand because, that's like a really efficient method, I guess.
Yeah.
But according to the Boston Herald, things took a turn for the worse.
Dun, dun, dun.
Josiah Mayo was watching the action unfold. He said he saw Packard dive down to check a lobster trap. He then saw a rather large fish make its way through the fairly large fish. Yeah, that's a humpback whale, Mayo recounted to the Washington Post. It was a relief because it wasn't a shark, which meant Michael would be all but done at that point. Seconds later, he saw Packard soar into the air and then flop into the ocean. So not only did he get swallowed by a whale, this fucking whale spit him out and he flew through the air and then back into the water. That's pretty incredible. So Mayo sped over there on his boat to help Packard. So the question is, why didn't these assholes team up and then they wouldn't have to dive for them? You could just pull the trap up onto the boat.
No, that's not how Packard does business. When you're out there,
you need artisanal, fair trade, single source, organic, artisanal lobster.
I mean, honestly, it's like Mother Nature being like, if you're dumb enough to try to go catch lobsters by hand, a whale is going to swallow you and spit you back out into the air. I just love the fact, too, that this guy is like, both of these guys are making a living off of the sea. And they're out there like, that's a really big fish. We call like the biggest fish. That's a whale.
Yeah, no one pointed out that a whale isn't a fish or is a whale. Hey, come on, sweetie. Come over here.
Jason said, no, Nick's table's effing funny. What's he going to catch at home, crabs?
You're on TV.
Hi.
What's Uncle Collen doing?
Who's that?
I don't know.
It's a tiny face, right? And then see up there, that's Uncle Hickory.
Yep.
And then that's Uncle G-Dub.
I'm the drunk.
Hi, darling.
Yeah, he's a magician.
I did magic earlier.
Are you afraid of their tiny faces? You're gonna be shy right now.
That was like a no-yes combo.
We're talking about.
Which I have respect for.
Followed by a whale.
Yeah, it ate him. It ate him whole, and then it spit him out.
It puked him out.
Tasted like peas.
Yeah.
Well,
the asparagus.
How pissed is the wife be? She knows I'm doing this, and she's just like completely in protest right now. No, you will do it.
I don't believe the guy got ate by a whale.
Go back to your cage, sweetie. Good night.
I also don't believe he was catching lobsters by hand.
Nick was saying, I want to know what he would have scored in the Olympics for the exit.
Hey, you know what, though? Jonah was eaten by a whale, and that's in the Bible, and clearly that's factually correct. So
yeah, exactly. If we know anything, now that's a lot of shit.
It was because it was written down, so it has to be true. And so was this story.
We can't forget Geppetto. Geppetto got eaten by a whale.
Nick just
go ahead, man.
Sorry. Nick just plugged my Mug of Life, said go see Hickory at Farmer's Market for fresh lobster without the whale. Yes, that's true. And Jason said, be afraid of GW. Lol.
Oh.
Just kidding.
That hurt.
Oh, brutal, Jason.
Yeah,
it's a good thing we love you.
You would have been hurt.
And I mean, you're already getting trouble, so we can go a little over, right, Dicky? We're not. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I'm sleeping outside tonight with the goats. So,
well, they're comfy. You got to get the Velcro gloves out. You'll be fine.
Yeah.